What's up, guys? All right, a lot of people have asked me over the years what my controller settings are, and so I decided to finally make a video on it. I'd just like to start off by saying, at the end of the day, everything is your personal preference. What you feel is better, you should do that. That being said, obviously, I feel like mine are the best, otherwise, I wouldn't use them. Um, Obviously, I have all the emotes, all this stuff, have never touched any of that. All right, what people care about. So this just gonna slowly go through it here. First thing that I change around sometimes, alternative weapon fire, is like really good for Izzy if you're using that. Do press, don't do hold. It'll save you time, better for DPS and stuff. Trust me, it's really good. When I'm using something like Aegis Scepter, though, I take it off because I don't really care about using the alternative fire mode, and it just uses my super. Going down here. Oh, next thing, melee. I just play on auto melee. I think it's completely fine. Obviously, there's some specific things that I do. Like when I was running Ron, I used specifically solo Nez. I used it like this just because I didn't want to use my charge melee unless I absolutely had to. Basically, whenever I need to do something specific, I do end up using a D-pad slot, but I like having my 4 emotes. So normally, auto melee is fine. If you're using a super specific build like maybe Hammer Titan, maybe then I'd put charge melee on RB and regular on a D-pad because I'm using the charge melee more, but I don't really think that build is usable right now. I don't think it's very good. Um, Continuing on here, another big thing that people always ask me about with all the well skates, they ask what button I have super map to. I have it on I basically just play on default. This is, yeah, it's both the bumpers. People say it's inconsistent and stuff. You just gotta practice it. That's the big thing for sure. Once you practice everything enough, it's completely fine, and I don't have to remap any buttons if I can keep doing it on both bumpers. Next thing, finisher right stick. Yep. I don't really know. There's nothing really in there that I've changed or anything. Huge things though. Air dive ability for like shatter skating, and then obviously Icarus dash. Put them both to press. They're like set to like, I think Icarus is like base set to like double press or something. Don't do that because you just lose momentum in the time it takes you to hit it twice. Put it at single press. It might take a little bit to get used to it, but I think that is like 100% mandatory. It's one of like those two are 2 of 3 things that I think are 100% mandatory, that if you play on controller, you have to change that. Yeah, definitely those two. Definitely do it. Totally worth it. The third thing I think is completely mandatory. Swapped power weapon. It needs to be something. So I have it on press right stick, which if you remember from, or if you noticed up here, I have, where's the finisher? I have finishers also right stick. So this has screwed me a couple times, like doing damage rotations where something finisherable comes nearby. But generally speaking, like if you're trying to go fast, if you're trying to sword skate around, you need to have it bound to right stick because you just lose too much momentum holding Y or triangle, I guess. Yeah, right stick. This was big. This setting right here made me such a better player. When I finally committed, and this took like a week to get used to. I straight up unbounded, like swapped a power weapon. Like, this just doesn't need to be there at all. I mean, I unbounded that and I only used it. Like I can never go back. This is so much better. It took forever to get used to it, but it is 100% worth it. If you want to go fast, if you want to do sword skating, if you want to have better like swapping rotations. I know swapping rotations really aren't meta right now, but new season coming up with Starfire nerf, so we'll see what becomes good. But yeah, this is completely mandatory. Instead of everything else, it's personal preference. If you like to do well skates with like this is one of your D pads, that's completely fine. If it works for you, it works for you. Um, I do think this is the best though. Yeah, if you have any other questions, feel free to comment and I'll try and answer them.